Hey, Joseph here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're seeing me for the first time, I am a certified life coach, a published author, a music artist, a content creator, and all those things you can discover and explore at the link in the description box. And if you're returning, hey, good to have you here again. They say be with someone or be around people that bring out your inner child. But see, some of you have an inner child that's hiding underneath a lot of brokenness, confusion, conflict, and normalized unhappiness. And when you've not met those things about yourself, then it's easy to confuse those who are accommodating that brokenness and that normalized unhappiness, and those that are actually shining a light on it, walking with you through it, so that the joy, the peace, the bliss, the growth of your inner child can shine. Because believe it or not, a significant part of this human experience as we are experiencing it now is unlearning everything that we've been conditioned to believe, to get back to the innocence and the joy and the bliss of being a child, where our curiosity is constantly being sparked. We have a general sense of carefreeness and the desire to take up as much space as we can. But of course, the strict rules and regulations, terms and conditions of the society that we live in stifle a lot of that. And we develop these distorted ideas of happiness, these distorted ideas of joy, these distorted ideas of safety. And because there is fear attached to those things, we protect these conditions, we protect these stories at all costs, even at the cost of your own peace. You see how twisted this is? And what's even more twisted is that we think that the people, places, things, and circumstances that show up for us, they are actually showing us who they are. And it's showing us if we're able to protect ourselves or if we're able to feel safe around them. But see, here's the thing, here's the twist. People don't show you who they are. They show you how you are. Who you are is directly connected to how you are being, how you are showing up in the world. Who you are is not to be confused with your gender, your orientation, your social title, your economic status, your job title, your school title, anything that you hold near and dear in this society. That is not who you are. That is what you have. Who you are is what you feel the most. Are you sad, anxious, depressed, stressed out most of the time? Or are you happy, calm, relaxed, at ease most of the time? That's who you are. And every person, place, thing, circumstance is there to show you which one of those emotional states are the most active in your life. Which means if you are triggered by someone or something or a circumstance, then this activates your fear. This activates that survival mode instinct, where you're either going to fight or run away or be frozen by the overwhelmingness of that trigger. And then you'll retreat to a story of what you need to do in order to get over it. But what you end up doing is you end up blaming yourself. You end up blaming the person, place, thing, or circumstance for what you are feeling. Because what someone is doing to you, what someone is showing you, has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Your reaction or your response, meaning your emotional reaction, your emotional response to that, has everything to do with you. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? The fog is clearing for some of you. And this is important because now you realize how much power you have in your own experience, because it's bringing you back to you. Everything that's happening around you is a springboard back to you, back to your emotional center, back to your physical center. Because the reason a lot of things are on a negative loop in your brain, a lot of the stories that are negative, that are repeating themselves in your life, is because your emotional body and your physical body has not processed the pain and the fear that's attached to it. And this is an illuminating opportunity for you to start going within to meet that fear, to greet it, to speak to it, to communicate with it, to befriend it. Because fear is an umbrella term. It holds everything that's undesired under it. If joy is what you desire, then the opposite of it is fear. If peace is what you desire, the opposite of it is under fear. If clarity is what you desire, then the opposite of it is under fear. And fear, the emotional state and the physical sensation of fear, is tense, unease, headaches, body aches, joint aches, chest aches, pure discomfort. And if you've not met these things in a very compassionate way, then these things will overpower you and the loop continues. But when you bring compassionate awareness to these things, meaning imagine yourself hugging the fear and the doubt and the stress and the anxiety and the depression, giving it a warm, compassionate hug. Because what happens is you think that accepting the fear and accepting the worry and the stress and the depression and the anxiety is you confirming how bad of a person you are. You are not a bad person. And this is the reason self-criticism and self-judgment and self-blame and guilt-tripping yourself gets at an all-time high. And then you retreat to that story that thinks, oh, if I can think my way through this, then I'll feel a little bit better. If I can imagine myself in another circumstance, then I'll be better. No. Acceptance is simply, well, let me tell you what acceptance is not. Acceptance is not being okay with feeling sad and feeling all those things that you don't want. Acceptance is literally seeing everything that's happening to you that you don't want simply as it is, without fighting it, without running away from it, without being frozen by it, but with neutral, compassionate awareness of it, saying, yes, I feel unsafe. Yes, I feel insecure. Yes, I feel unworthy and undeserving. Yes, I feel scared. Because what you do when you're meeting the fear and you're speaking to it in that way, you are validating it. And when you validate something with compassion, guess what? The power it holds over you gets less and less. And your defenses, guess what? They go down and down. Your nervous system begins to naturally regulate itself. Because the stories you create from a dysregulated nervous system, those stories you create just to get over your fear and to get out of an unwanted circumstance, is completely different from a regulated story, or a story connected to a regulated state of mind, a regulated emotional state, a regulated nervous system. And because I care about your well-being and because I do what I do here on this platform, my gift to you, and I want each and every one of you who watch my videos and who's sharing the space with me to get you a copy of my free ebook, Stillness Within. You'll get that when you join my newsletter at the link in my bio. It's a short ebook. It's jam-packed with a lot of reflective journaling exercises that you can really start training your brain to start focusing on the joy without creating a story to distract yourself from the fear. Yeah, you get to meet all these things with these exercises, but also they come with very practical somatic practices that you can implement to connect you more with your breath, to get you breathing more deeply. Because when you're dysregulated, your breath is shallow. Nothing's on the same page at the same time about the same thing. You keep looping the same thing, expecting a different result. No, these two things are very powerful things that I'm offering to you as a gift. It's absolutely free. And you get to practice this stuff with the information that I'm sharing here. And I promise you, your life will make a remarkable change. Now, if you'd like a deeper dive into it, I have a longer, more lengthier book entitled How to Feel Your Way Through Survival Mode, also at the link in my bio. Everything is at the link. So if you're curious enough, I promise you there's a treasure trove of things to explore in what I have to offer outside as well as in conjunction with this channel. So on that note, I am going to love and let go for now. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who decided to stop in and share your heart and share your attention with me. For those of you who are new, please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, doing all the things that most of us do here on YouTube. And those of you who have returned, let's talk about it in the comment section. I love when you all talk to me in the comment section. This expands the conversation and it allows more people who want to jump in to come on in. So, in the meantime, in between time, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and make the best of this right now moment and the right now moments to come.